Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Spartan.
And I'm Pudgey.
And we're watching The Queen's Gambit, episode 7. So we have reached the finale of this short series.
Yep.
It has been a wild ride, and even though I say short series, it feels like we've covered a lot.
Well, it's been 7 damn weeks, so
Yeah.
it's been a while.
But I also feel like it's the kind of storytelling that each episode, it reminds me kind of like the Peaky Blinders pacing. Maybe it's a Netflix thing, but in one episode, we cover often weeks and months and different scenarios, and you're like, whoa, like, you know, often you often feel like it was like 2 or 3 episodes worth of storytelling.
Yes, for sure. Now, we ended off with Jolene coming back into Beth's life, and I feel like it's the perfect timing, especially for a finale, but also in Beth's life. You know, she's used chess to run away from her life, essentially. All her life's issues and problems, and I think it's catching up to her now. So, for Beth's, I guess,
just to realign some stability.
Yeah, for her benefit, it's time to face down her past. And
who better than someone who knew her before she was harming the champion, you know?
Yes.
Because, yeah, I mean, she's losing the plot. I think everything inside of her is bursting out and she can't control it. And she's alone for the most part. There's no one really that she trusts to let in. And she's
like, everyone has some kind of motive.
Yeah, and she's become an alcoholic and she's just not managing well, right? And she needs somebody that's coming with no other incentive than just, I get you, I know the pain.
Yeah.
And I feel like Jolene's timing couldn't be more perfect. I'm going to say it once again. I would love if we get to meet Mr. Scheibel one more time.
Yeah.
It would feel odd to me if we literally only got this man in the first episode.
Oh, no.
It would feel so just perfect.
And helped her, like, enter her first competition.
Especially because we've seen Jolene. I just thought we would have seen, I don't know why, but I got most attached to a lot of those people in the orphanage. I thought we would have seen a lot more of them. So I'm excited to see what Jolene is like and what the interactions will be with Beth. Fingers crossed we get Scheibel as well. I do feel like there's a lot up in the air still. Just with Beth's life, her relationship with Benny and Harry. You know, just a lot of variables. Even I mean, I guess she got the house. But there's a lot of variables that I feel like I wonder if we're going to get closure. Or maybe it's really just going to center around Beth, and they were people that played a role in her life, but she's moved on.
I think that's what it is. Like, we are focusing on Beth's story, and all these other characters are just, like, people that influence certain parts of her life.
Yeah, and I know the pacing of this story usually moves pretty rapidly to cover the big points, so I don't know what we're in for, but I am excited to wrap it up. I've got no idea how this can close off. It's been very, I don't know, vague in what it wants to be in the end, what direction it wants. Normally you got an idea on all of them, expecting a few things.
But I think Jolene being here, I am pumped for the finale.
Thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. If you want up to 4 weeks of early access to our reactions, or you want to watch our uncut reactions, we'll leave a link down below.
And if you guys are watching this over on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments down below what you thought of the finale.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
You know, most times when people tell us something's for the best, it's for the worst.
Oh.
This time it's true, okay?
Back with the mother again, more advice.
It's for the best, but it's for the worst. This time that's true. Paul, as in...
Is that her previous husband?
I think so. So he's got a new family?
Oh, she tried to give Beth back.
Yeah, wow. Oh, she wanted the best for her.
And he won't take his daughter back, man. What are we doing?
Well, he's got a new wife, a kid.
Because I need your help too late. Please go.
I know, man, but it's your daughter. I couldn't do that, man.
Yeah, I know. Me neither.
Oh, shit. And is this when she decided to try and drive them both into death?
Imagine those last 2 times as a child seeing your father like that.
Who was that?
Didn't even know.
A mistake. A rounding error.
Oh, wow.
A problem I gotta solve.
What problem?
I'm not gonna like how she solved this. Well, we know how she solved it.
This whole house belong to you? You're no orphan. Not anymore.
Yeah, she's come a long way.
What brought you back here? You don't seem to like answering your phone.
Yep.
That her that was calling those times.
Mr. Sharble died.
Oh, nah, man.
No way.
There's a funeral day after tomorrow. I thought we could go together.
Oh.
Didn't even get to see him again. What's that?
God, Beth.
Yeah. I know.
She's real with her.
Yeah.
But when I found out the school used to be called the State Normal School for Colored Persons, it made me want to study history, which pissed me off way more than I already was. I switched my major to poli-sci. I'm saving up for law school.
Oh, look at her go.
Damn, Jolene moving up in the world.
I'm gonna be a radical.
Didn't know that was a career choice.
It will be.
She's making her own way.
Oh, damn. That's a throwback.
Yeah. They're everywhere.
Looks like you're doing a lot more than pills, honey.
Haven't had anything today.
Not yet, anyway.
Jolene's real with her, too.
She like taking them before bed.
I'm supposed to go to Russia at the end of the year. I'm afraid.
Then don't go.
Simple as that.
If I don't, there's nothing for me to do. I'll just drink.
Well, looks like you do that anyway.
I read about this pop artist once. Bought an original drawing by Michelangelo. When he got it home, he took a piece of art gum and just erased it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit.
And now I wonder if I haven't somehow erased my own brain.
Let's pretend that
Yeah,
you
right.
didn't just compare yourself to
Interesting.
Michelangelo.
I mean, chess prodigy, Michelangelo.
Looks like it's at the bottom of a fucking hole. And it's looking a lot like you dug it yourself. My advice, stop digging.
Good advice.
My mother went crazy.
Went crazy or always was?
I don't know.
She drink or any such?
But not always was.
Quit thinking about it. It's not doing you any good. Besides, I got you a present.
Jolene's very real with her. Very direct.
Yeah.
And Beth respects her in the way that she can reach her.
Wait, the book?
Did she steal it from back
That
then?
was me all along.
Oh, as
I
if.
you for being adopted.
Oh.
What about for being a white trash cracker bitch?
And that. That's so funny. I love that full circle moment.
Yeah, I'd forgotten about the book.
How much does a paralegal make anyway?
Not enough to buy this car, if that's what you're wondering. Was a gift from one of the partners at the firm.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
damn.
He wants to marry me. Soon as he divorces the wife he's already got.
Oh. Always after trouble.
You've been the best at what you do for so long. You don't even know what it's like for the rest of us.
Yeah, she's been living in a whole different world.
So what will your fellow radicals think? You being with a rich white lawyer?
Fuck them if they can't take a joke.
That's so funny. Marrying him for a fucking joke.
You wanna go in?
Damn. It's a throwback.
You are here because your parents made certain choices.
Oh my
You will need to
god.
learn to make different choices.
That's a lot to put on a kid.
I'm gonna go back in there again.
Wow, it's that traumatic for her.
That's fair enough.
For I am gentle and humble at heart.
Mrs. Deardorff isn't here.
Yeah, no one's here.
Yeah, none of the original
Fella
staff.
broke our hip. Right after you left.
Oh, wow.
We're never the same.
Interesting.
Wow.
Must believe in God.
I didn't know William Shiloh.
Of course it did.
None of them are crying.
I'm told that for the past 23 years,
They all look like they waiting in line at the
he was employed
bank.
at the
Yeah, very cold.
I feel bad.
quietly and diligently.
I owed him $10.
Oh, she never gave
Never gave it back to him?
it.
What the hell?
He was beloved by the staff and students alike. That he had a admirable work ethic.
I changed my mind.
Wants to go back? Hmm.
I'll only be a minute.
Oh, Jolene's not going back in.
This would be so surreal. Everything that's happened since you left.
I know. Now she can wander the halls without getting in trouble.
Yeah.
The new janitor.
No, that's
Oh.
Mrs. Deirdre. Damn, this will be interesting.
Yep.
should be in trouble, young lady.
Yes, ma'am.
That's the interaction? Wait,
I
what?
didn't recognize her, I think.
Probably can't see far these days. Door's not locked. What is she gonna find down here?
Very surreal being here. There's a presence about it, an eeriness.
Are they used to play chess?
There's a lot of sadness. I mean, the music's beautiful, but it feels like a place that's very weathered and defeated now.
Yeah. It's crazy though being back here. It's almost like for us when you'd go back to your school and you're just in a whole different set of circumstances and the way you see the world. Are they all clippings of her?
Oh, really?
Oh, he kept track.
Damn, man. As if she never visited.
Oh, he kept the letter?
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That was just perfect. Makes me really sad that she never visited him, though.
As the kid, I guess you move on a little bit. Wow, that really got me.
Wow, and the music for that scene was so good.
I just feel really bad now. Remember that photo? It looks like a stunned mullet.
Damn. She's finally letting out.
She's gonna make me.
Wasn't ready for this scene to hit me like that.
Kept it all.
Did you bite off more than you can chew? Oh.
Colleen's very mothering.
Oh, Beth. What a scene, honestly.
Yeah, damn. That was powerful stuff.
Christian Crusade would like you to make your position public.
What position is that?
As we know, the spread of communism is also the spread of atheism.
So her religious standing.
They brought their whole agenda straight to this girl's doorstep.
We had something prepared. There you go.
Oh, of course you did.
They were just waiting for her.
I'm a chess player.
Of course you are, my dear, but you're also a Christian.
I'm not sure about that.
Ooh.
Look, I have no intention of saying anything like this.
Why not?
Because it's fucking nonsense.
Oh,
I
damn.
love it. I love it.
We paid for your last trip to San Francisco. We were all very proud of you, and we've already spent a good deal more on your upcoming trip to the Soviet Union.
And here comes the blackmail.
Fine. I'll give it all back.
Ooh.
Oh, damn. Okay, not what I was expecting.
Oh, it's official now. You're crazy. You are out of your fucking mind.
Maybe. Probably. But I did it, and it's too late to undo it.
I think she wanted to be free from all that bullshit.
I have $2,000 in my bank account. It would be more, but I've been keeping up the house.
Okay, alright.
Take $1,000 more to do it. At least that.
How's she gonna raise the money?
You've got money.
I don't have it.
Did you gamble it all away?
What
Sounds
difference
like
does it
him.
make? You can call the Federation or the State Department.
I mean, in fairness, she's gonna put the burden straight on him after she made a choice.
Benny, come on. I don't want to go to Russia by myself.
So she's inviting him.
Benny,
You kidding me?
what?
First, you don't come back to New York and you basically tell me that you'd rather be a drunk than be with me.
Oof.
And now you
Yeah, okay, I see why he's
fucking
hurt.
well go alone.
I mean, it's fair.
Maybe I didn't have to give the money back.
Maybe is a loser's word, Beth.
Benny.
Don't call me anymore.
Oh. I mean...
Just like that. Wow. I mean, I get it. She didn't treat him the best, but...
Yeah, I mean, I get it. And then he's probably been sitting there hurt, reliving it for ages.
Mally speaking.
Hello?
Well, I got everything.
I just need money for my trip.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
So she's really struggling on that front.
I'll give it to you.
What?
Of course, it was going to be Jolene.
The car, right?
And you'll give it back when you win.
Oh, okay.
Damn. That's motivation.
It's still worth it.
Oh.
Or you could give me the black dress. Or the purple one.
I like them.
One or both.
You're like my guardian angel.
Quite literally.
Hey, Beth. Fuck you. Shabo isn't the only one who kept after you all these years. I know how you lost to Benny Watts in Vegas and then beat him in Ohio.
Oh, wow.
So the rest of the mates, the impact she had.
Even on a group trip into town, I spent my ice cream money on the damn chess magazine had your ugly face on it.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That was all you had. And for a time, you was all I had.
Yes, that was a special bond.
We weren't
I love
orphans.
that.
Not as long as we had each other. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh.
I'm not here to save you. Hell, I can barely save me.
Damn, I like that honesty by
I'm
her.
here because you need me to be here. That's what family does.
Damn, that's beautiful,
That's what
man.
we are.
Family. Oh, that's what she's needed her whole life.
Stay in your hotel at all times unless you're with me. 2,
Damn,
don't answer your
pretty
door
strict.
or your phone unless it's me.
How will I know it's you if I don't answer it?
I love that.
You just offered me
I
a
mean,
drink.
yeah, I know.
That was a test.
Okay, then.
Let me
Okay.
know if any of the Russian players tries to speak with you. In particular, Vasily Borgov. If he sends a signal in any way or sends a note, I want to know immediately.
Damn, it's very
Shit.
strict.
I'm told he may want to talk.
Talk about what?
She's really out of her depths here.
What part of the State Department did you say you were from again?
Yeah, what's going on here?
Interesting. Well, it's her first time going to Russia. And obviously the social security is very different to where they've been. No, I don't
Okay.
think that meant what you
I
think.
misread that. But at least she can understand a little bit, you know? Those
Yeah.
classes paid off.
This is definitely better than mine.
Damn.
Stay in your room at all times. Do not leave the hotel unless you're with me. I'll come get you in the morning.
Will you knock 2 times fast and 1 time slow?
I love how much of a smartass she is.
Yes. This will do nicely.
It's like her mother. That's what her mother said.
Дорогие товарищи, пожалуйста, приветствуйте. Элизабет Харман, США.
Damn, it's very prestigious in Russia. It's a whole different ball game. He's their national champion.
As far as they knew, Harmon's level of play wasn't up to theirs. Layev probably didn't spend a lot of time preparing for their match.
Okay, they underestimated her.
An important player by their standards. The only thing about her really is her sex. And even that's not unique in Russia. There's Nona Gaprindashvili.
Okay, so they've even got some female great players.
My guess is Layev was expecting an easy win. And not at all the 27-move thrashing Beth Harmon just gave him.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah. Should have been writing down her moves. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, isn't that cool? I wasn't seen that before.
Just for enjoyment.
He just keeps on thrashing them.
She's liking the feeling. You can tell. She knows what that means.
Oh. He wants to go study her board. Isn't that complimenting?
Oh, that's a nice feeling, isn't it?
That means he's taking her seriously enough to study her movements. Which is what she was always doing to him as well.
Yeah.
There was a solidity to her opening moves that she was able to maintain through the middle game and on to the point each of them resigned.
Yeah,
Each of them resigned. They didn't even shake her hand. They're so...
Yeah. Too proud. Are we studying this board, Borgov? Crowd's growing. She's like a little celebrity.
Yeah, chess is a much bigger deal in Russia, like Benny was saying.
Lutsenko is the oldest player here. Was world champion before Elizabeth Harmon was born.
Shit.
Oh, wow.
And while he's no longer the tiger he once was, he's a dangerous player when allowed to attack.
Yeah, I mean, that's still a menace. He's got that experience.
And she's playing black, so see how this goes. Hasn't she played this before? That opening move?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you, man.
I think she has the double pawn. I think that's why she did that little smile. She knew how to beat him.
I'm guessing she did beat him.
I don't understand. Did we win or did we lose?
We adjourned.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So, when do we
We're
finish?
going to continue the game.
Tomorrow. But right now, we really need some sleep.
They're literally chanting her name. Is that I'm gonna say wild and crazy. Both. Crazy. Wild.
I thought you were a duck trying to go quack quack. Oh man, they're all convening.
They're working like a team. Remember how Benny was saying?
Isn't that crazy? They're all working together to try and take down this one young girl.
You're gonna figure this out, I'm gonna figure it out too.
She got to outwork them. She has no one in her corner, unfortunately.
Yep. No team.
Damn, there's no music and it's just silence. Suspense.
Harmon had her 90 minutes of play, and Lutsenko had the same, along with 35 minutes he had left from the day before.
Okay.
This put three things against her. Lutsenko having the white pieces.
Yep.
His still unstopped attack. And that extra allotment of time. So, it was all the more impressive when she beat him with 25 minutes still on her clock.
That is crazy, dude.
Oh my god.
Damn, she's
What
insane.
a beast. What a beast. And he's loving it. Of course he's loving it. He knows what's about to happen.
Excellent. What a brilliant recovery. I resign with relief.
Wow.
He's a good sport. I respect.
You are how old again?
I'm 20.
Don't tell me. It'll only drive a stake through my heart.
Oh, that's what Town said to her as well.
Yeah.
You are a marvel, my dear.
Oh.
Wow. Imagine your hero saying that.
Yeah.
Just played the best chess player of my life.
Oh.
Of his life.
It's quite some pretty big
You
names.
will get used to it.
Wow.
Thank you.
Oh, that makes me a bit emotional.
Yeah, that was nice.
Is really admiring that next generation.
So far, Elizabeth Harmon's proving to be the biggest attraction since the Youth Festival in 1957.
Oh, wow.
This evening, she played the English opening against Flento, a sequence I've always found to be like the Sicilian in reverse.
Oh, okay. Reverse what she usually does.
Flento put up quite a fight along the two main diagonals and played the four knights variation with a sophistication that looked, for a while at least, like it was far beyond Harmon's.
I must say, he's the best commentator for chess so far.
Traded herself out of that position and ultimately forced Flento to resign. The result being, she could come to a match with Bulgakov tomorrow exhausted.
Ooh.
So finishing early also has implications because then you can rest more.
Yes.
Why did you bring her? Because I need her out too late.
It always comes up at shit times, doesn't it? But also very understanding times. Like, you know why it's coming up then.
It's just a problem I gotta solve.
She is the problem.
What problem? What'd I do with you?
Damn.
How confusing would that be to hear from your mother?
Close your eyes.
Oh, this is what her decision to that problem was.
Oh, I don't want to watch. I can't. I can't.
Damn.
Oh, it's like in my chest, like gut wrenching. Oh, just. Wow, that's big of her.
Yeah, she's going in with a clear head.
Gotta make different choices. Here it is, the big game. They meet again.
Damn, the third time they play, and this time I think he's most nervous.
She's playing white.
Yep, good.
Everyone's listening. It's like a football match, but it's bloody chess.
Следующий ход c2 на c4. Ферзевый гамбит.
The Queen's Gambit.
He's playing the Queen's Gambit.
Normally, Bulgakov would do something more solid, but here, he's going against his own style and playing a rare line to win.
He's playing a little bit risky, is he?
The response was a complete deviation from the Elbin, which must have surprised him right back, whilst allowing her to get out into the open.
Interesting.
So they're both just playing unconventional.
Yeah.
Fight it out from here with their own way.
Now it's who's more intuitive now.
Yeah. And we know who that is, right?
Yeah. Pretty confident that Beth's going to be the victor of this one.
I hope so. You relaying the... Oh, got their boards. They're kind of replaying the match out here.
Looks a lot more composed and controlled this
Yeah,
one.
compared to last time.
If anything, Borgov seems a bit more
On
out of his
edge.
zone, yeah.
Feels intense.
Adjourn.
Damn, he called for an adjourn.
Really?
Well, that's a first.
Yeah, shit. Seems a bit rattled.
It'd be good to talk to them. Tell them that being in Russia has made you feel lucky to be an American.
Oh.
Oh my god, everyone's got their political agenda all the time. Poor girl's just exhausted.
Hi, Dick Evans from Time. Do you have a minute?
Depends. Will you put me on the cover?
Is it true that you learned how to play at an orphanage when you were 2?
I was 9.
Such a young age. Who taught you?
2, this guy.
His name was Scheibel. William Scheibel.
Get
He
that
was a
down.
gambler. We played in the basement.
Yeah, put respect on his name.
William Scheibel was a fine player. He spent a lot of time at it, and he was quite good.
Oh.
Now, will you please promise to print that?
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, love it.
I love it.
I'm very tired.
She's like, I'm gonna use this opportunity to get what I want, not what they want.
Oh, is that Towns? Yeah.
Our readers back home in Kentucky would like to know if it's true. That you're here all by yourself.
Oh damn, she was having the way the relationships happen in these shows always stumps me.
I should have told you the whole story.
No.
Whole story?
I'm sorry. I should have let you.
There's a bit of an understanding between them.
I was a little confused.
Really?
You really are something.
It took someone like Beth to confuse him.
For us to be friends. And you kind of broke my heart.
Wow.
I have a way of doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure does.
Do you forgive me?
Clearly.
Damn, all those years they missed out on a great friendship.
What do we need to do to help you beat Borgov?
Finally, she's got a
She's
team.
finally got someone.
The pills. The booze. I need my mind cloudy to win.
Isn't that ironic?
I think that's what I'm used to.
Yeah, but you've been doing fine without all that.
100%.
I threw away the pills, and then I asked the front desk where I could get more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never done that with
It's
different
her crutch, you know?
addictions, yeah. Like you're dieting and you're like, oh, no chocolate. Maybe I'll buy another one.
Yeah. So there in case. Who was that?
Not sure. I wouldn't hold the coffee so close. Man, she wake up and she's like, something you would do, knock straight on my clothes.
Put him through. You all there? I'll put her on.
Or leads a few friends.
Hello?
If he goes for the knight, hit him with a king rook pawn.
I was hoping we get some closure here.
Goes for the bishop, do the same thing, but open up your queen file.
How do you know?
It's in the Times. 7 a.m. here, but we've been working on it for 3 hours.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I was hoping we get something like this. This is perfect. I was hoping we get something like that, man.
Oh, like the whole crew.
That's such a J-up. I love that.
4 ways, depending on what he does, and we've each been working our way through.
She finally got her own team, dude. I'm so happy we got this.
Okay, there are 3 things you might do now. So after the queen to knight 3, you play knight to queen 6.
Wow, look at all these variations.
Oh, so good.
Another variation, if he plays knight takes pawn on king 5, then you take the rook. But if he plays rook to rook 7.
Fuck, how's she gonna remember all that? I mean, I don't know,
Damn.
I'm down, I don't know, but...
She got that Spartan brain, though.
Oh, calm down.
Okay. Go beat him.
Damn. She don't need no pills or alcohol now.
Mm-mm.
She got her team.
She's always need to rely on something, and this is it. She's got to move for that. It looks like he's fuming.
Was struggling for sure.
Shit.
Something they didn't foresee.
He's not doing what he's supposed to do.
Oh, damn. She's got this. Come on. I know she does.
He knows she'll be expecting him to do what he's meant to do.
She's imagining it.
Could she see them
my
even without? Oh, that's
God.
elite.
Oh, I love it.
That is so
Yes.
perfect. That is so good, man.
No pills, no nothing. Everyone's so confused. Oh, yeah, baby.
That is such a cool angle.
She's got this. Done.
He looks so stumped. He's like, what?
Was in a bit of a pickle here. What's it gonna do? Just keep going back and forth?
Draw. Borgov never
Oh,
offers draws,
damn.
but he's offering Elizabeth Harmon one.
Don't take it.
If they play on, once the dust settles and the endgame emerges, she could find herself in a very different position.
Damn, he never offers draw.
A draw, however, is not a win. The one thing
I don't
we
want her to
know
take it.
about
Nah.
Elizabeth Harmon is that she loves to win.
Yes.
Damn.
Ah, yes.
Damn.
Oh shit, it's getting close. They're not even showing us the board right now.
What's she saying?
Did she make a
Did she
mistake? Or did she win?
It's your game.
I always can't believe it.
Take it.
She won!
Damn. Everything she's done, wow.
Wow, that's graceful from him as well.
He took it very gracefully, man. I respect
Yeah.
him for that. Damn. Hey, Borgov handled it like a champ.
Wow. They're so nervous, everyone's waiting around.
Oh, dude. Oh, all her doubters and haters are all... Oh, man.
He's proud of her.
Good for you, Crackle. Good for you.
Thanks to Jolene, she could go. Damn. For a US contestant to beat
I know.
a Russian, crazy at that time.
The president has invited you to the White House. There'll be a chessboard set up in the Oval Office. And
Damn.
of you kicking his ass.
Oh, damn.
There's a dinner tonight after the reception at the Russian Chess Club in Georgetown. A lot of prominent dissidents belong.
She's got a lot of appearances to
A
make.
list of talking points.
All very carefully controlled.
Could you stop the car, please? I'd like to walk.
To the airport.
Take it all in a bit. Oh, that's where they're playing chess.
Oh, in the park.
Lisa Harman.
That?
Harman.
A very warm reception.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Damn. Never known so much like love. That was the guy we saw at the beginning.
Yeah. It looks familiar, doesn't he? But like...
Not really.
Game face on. Honestly, who would have thought a game about chess like that I'd be getting emotional? I mean, the thing is, it just wasn't about chess. It was about so much more.
So much more.
And you really saw all the full circle moments, everything tying together this episode.
Yeah, I can't help but feel like that is pretty much as good as the finale could have been. Like, it actually fulfilled
sure.
everything that I feel I wanted. It touched on every note, every
Yeah.
callback, every throwback. The only thing obviously missing for me was we didn't get her to see Mr. Scheibel again.
Yeah.
However, paying tribute to his legacy, his life, and her exploring those elements still covered some of that.
Yeah.
I still would have rather she got to meet him. But other than that, man, I think that everything it did from start to finish, which we'll break down, was just done so well.
I think even that I think was done beautifully because, you know, as a child and as a prodigy, you're really in your own world. Even Jolene saying, you know, you don't understand what it's like for the rest of us. You know, you're great at the thing that you do and that's all you've ever done.
The best, the top.
The best. Yeah. And it's a lonely game. It's a lonely world that she was living in, you know, being abandoned by her parents, like both her mother and father, really. And then being at this home and being abandoned by her foster father. And there's a sense of abandonment that her foster mother gave her as well through death. And it is quite lonely and it did feel quite lonely, the journey. But little did she know that from her childhood, she had people like Scheibel, Jolene, everyone just
rooting for her,
essentially. Like just always knew what she was doing, how she was going, and I thought that was quite beautiful. And then you see that tie-in at the end that everyone is there for her despite their differences. Despite how she treated them, she's got her team now, just like Borgov does.
No, that was so perfect. And I was surprised because normally in a more traditional show, maybe I would expect that.
Yeah.
But I was very open to the fact that this series may have left, you know, Benny and Harry and a lot of these interactions just sort of like you were then and there, and now we don't need to tie you off. And I like things being tied off. So I love how...
There's a perfect Spartan ending.
Yeah, so I love how they all came together and they were there for her. They were her team. You know, we see her going against the team and feeling very lonely and having no one in her corner. So it builds that desperation, that need, that feeling, you know, that hunger for, you know, if only she had some help. I kept feeling like if only Benny was here, somebody in her corner.
Yeah.
And then Towns comes in and you think, okay, at least she's got a friend. Finally, little do you know, that just starts a cascade of events that really everyone was in her corner.
Yeah.
Oh,
for me,
man.
one of the bigger things as well is just her finally acknowledging and learning that she does not need a crutch. And the crutch has always been the pills or the alcohol or the whatever it is. And maybe her community now is her crutch, but at least it's a healthy way and it's finally acknowledging that she isn't alone. So her... you know, at the end, they're just imagining the board above her and working through all those plays when she thought she couldn't do that without the pills was just such a special moment. And I really, really love that for her.
Yeah, well, I think it's very powerful because she said, I need my head to be cloudy and foggy to play. And it feels like that when that's all you know.
Yes.
And she didn't realize the cloud and fog allowed her to visualize these pieces to a degree. Little did she know that when she was completely clear of that it wasn't those substances were just helping bring out but a fraction of what she truly had in her. So then she sees the board being realized in full time, bigger and clearer than ever. And it's like, oh, that was always in you. It wasn't the, you know, the pill, but she could never reach that state because whenever she was in a bind, whenever she was stressed and cornered, she would then turn straight to those substances. So I just thought that was so cool. And I really loved the overall way they did this episode was so telling of the series, where the first half, it's very much about Beth, the person, the human, facing down her trauma, her pain, and her life.
Yeah.
Okay, we go through the orphanage, we go through past people relevant to her life, relationships, and all of that, which was really beautifully done, by the way. I mean, it had us both really emotional.
Yeah.
And then the second half, it's Beth, the chess player, and she needed to first overcome Beth, the person.
Reconcile those traumas.
Yeah, and her own life, her own story, before she was ready to truly become the champion.
Yes.
And I love the theme and the way it was explored and done.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you get it. I didn't even know if we'd face Borgov again, to be honest, but here we are, third time coming. Because the second time you think she's going to get him this time. That's when you expect her to get him, but she doesn't. And the third time, she comes on her terms. He's giving a sign of respect. The fact that he's studying her boards, the fact that he's playing unconventional. The first two times, she wasn't enough to do that.
No.
This time, she was intimidating enough.
And what was the difference? The fact that she reconciled her personal life before the chess, like you were saying. And I think that's beautiful. And even her just like, it was almost unknown to her that the other guy that always looks like Einstein, I can't remember his name, and Borgov, they're congratulating it and praising her. And that you know, felt really special to her. You saw how when she was bringing in those big crowds, they were chanting her name. And finally, I think she felt seen, you know, which is quite nice because you see her in the car with her mother, Alice. And it's like she didn't feel seen. She was the problem, you know, although her mother is saying like, you know, I need to solve this problem and what I do with you is that. And then her father arguing like, no, she's a problem, like get her away, whatever. Finally, she isn't.
Yeah, and then that's why we get that answer as to why the father didn't take her, which you're asking.
Yeah. Yeah, which is quite sad, you know. I get his perspective, but at the end of the day, it is a child, you know.
And his child.
Yes.
Crazy. And the scene with the orphanage, I mean, that was really powerful. Obviously, it was beautiful seeing that Scheibel had been following her. Like, it's almost more powerful because he's now dead. It's almost felt like it was too late. And yet you know that he knew all your successes. He was following. He was rooting for you.
He didn't even care about the $10. He's like, take it.
I know. I can't believe she forgot to give it back to him. So I'm like, serious. Seriously, man. Anyway, but I don't know what to entirely make of the interaction with Mrs. Deerdorf.
Yeah.
Where she's obviously, she looked very old and weathered, and they said never the same. And she obviously didn't make out who Beth was. I really thought Beth was, they were going to have like a proper interaction.
Yeah, so did I.
But it was more just like, she saw her as a student, and Beth just almost accepted it.
Well, I guess that's telling in itself, you know. She really didn't see past any of the children's potential. It was always just capped at, you've got to be this, and you've got to be that, and you've got to be lovable in these eyes, and this is the way that you're going to do it. She didn't see
the individuality, maybe.
No, she didn't. And you see that. She wants everyone, just even her throwing away Beth's dress that her mother gave her for individuality and taking that away, you really see what she stood for.
Well, I wonder if it's also, like you said, she is a representation of all her values.
Yeah.
So she's trying to be this perfect everything, and she looked miserable and exhausted and weathered by the end of it.
Yeah.
And maybe that was almost Beth realizing, I don't need to be owned by this orphanage. Like, this orphanage wasn't a reflection of whether I was good or bad or right or wrong.
Whereas Deirdre was. You know, she was tied down to that, and you saw that.
Yeah, but seeing her as a representation of that, it was kind of like, I can now let this go. I don't know. I feel like we're kind of getting some of the picture. Might be more to it. It's a bit of an interesting interaction.
It'd be nice to hear what you guys think of that interaction and like the symbolism around it.
Yeah, but they played some beautiful music throughout that, which was just very touching, very, you know, just emotion evoking, and it was good. Just an interesting episode. Again, this show has been something very different to anything we've really watched. I remember when this came out, I remember roughly around the period where everyone was like talking about it and, you know, oh, it's a great show. And I'm like, oh, what's it about? And it's like, oh, girls really good at chess. I'm like, eh. Like, you know, I'm like, I didn't understand the hype at all, but I can see it's very unique layer of storytelling and so much more depth, so much more than just a chess show. Chess is just the expression of how she dealt with the world and how she dealt with herself. And the characters around her. And I love that we brought back, like, Jolene in this episode was perfect.
Perfection.
Just really that full circle interaction, everything that should have been ticked off.
And the book and everything tied in so perfectly, honestly.
Yep. And then, you know, having Benny and Harry together, which I was always hoping that interaction would happen, but I thought, oh, maybe that's a bit too, like, not realistic.
Idealistic.
Yeah, even the two boys in the beginning that were in their first competition, they were like, you know, you're not going to, like, win here. Like, what are you doing, you know? And here they are, all of them. It's just epic. And even Towns, you know, reconciling the fact that, like, even though he's gay, Beth was that intriguing to him that she made him question it. Even he doubted it, you know, which is sort of like, I guess, her presence, her art form, the way she expressed her craft in chess was just that intriguing to him. And it sort of tells about her as a character. But then in the end, they got to reconcile their friendship as well. So really, it was a lot more of a happy ending than I expected.
I know.
A lot more.
I know.
I didn't think a show like this. I'm not gonna lie. I was really. I don't know if this sounds weird, but I was open to the possibility that she was gonna, like, die in the end.
Like, neck herself.
Yeah, I thought maybe it was gonna be like a tragedy story. Like, she would achieve it all, but then go insane, and, you know, that would be the story, like the tale of Beth, and maybe she'd be celebrated for what she was.
Well, there were a lot of warnings beforehand, weren't there? Like.
Yeah.
And exploring in those episodes what would happen if you did win. And it looks like now that she's finally realized that she does have that support network and she can be more than just that chess player, you know?
She can let people in.
Yeah.
She obviously closes herself off as a protection because everyone would always get rid of her.
Yeah.
And now she probably finally trusts that she could let people in, the various friends and communities she's got. She doesn't need to do it all alone, you know?
I think also, I guess I'm contradicting myself now going back on it, but, you know, watching all the elderly play chess, it is their life. It's something that they enjoy, and it is something that she doesn't have to let go of, you know, but she can do it in a healthy way now.
Yeah. Yeah. I think she saw a different side of it, you know, that everyone is
Yeah.
playing for the passion, the love of it.
Yeah.
And not just this insatiable need to be the best. The
Yeah,
difference
and
between
running away from your problems.
And the difference between the competitions that she's a part of and just seeing these men on their casual day playing in the park and how
Yeah.
beautiful that can be too, you know? And I liked how at the end, sitting down to play with that old man is just like, because at some points I know she had like, you know, thought she was too good for certain people and
Yeah.
the game was too boring. And I think come full circle, she's realised that it is about the love of the chess and not
Yeah.
about being too, you know, high and mighty for someone else who also loves that game.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of really cool additions to this episode. One, getting to play somebody who she looked up to, idolized, and
Yeah.
studied, and then getting praise from them. I mean, that's a pretty massive moment.
Oh, 100%.
And then two, playing against Borgov, getting an adjournment, which is already high praise, and everything he'd done before that.
Asking for a draw.
And then asking for a draw, which he never does.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just all these little layers, these gradual build-ups to Beth and her final achievement. You know, just so many little tie-ins that you sort of forget along the way, like the book, that just made it feel like such a fulfilling and worthwhile finale that really wrapped up her story. You know, for a show that kind of moved quite quickly, this episode felt very...
Yeah.
Yeah, even her at the end, not going to the airport, taking life on her terms. I think it's just that decision that she doesn't have to be a puppet of the game, or doesn't have to sit there and try and please the world. She can now just play for herself.
And I think that's beautiful as well. And I think there's so many different lessons in this, and it's so relatable. Forget the chess, forget everything. It's like you think your life is going to go a certain way and it doesn't. And you get bogged down by it and you think that you're stuck in this situation, and really you can allow yourself to open yourself up to allow the help in, you know. She didn't have to accept the money from Jolene to get her to Russia and all these little things. And it does go much deeper than that. But people, essentially, she was addicted to drugs, addicted to the game, addicted to running away from the pain. And as soon as she let people in and help her, she could move on from that. She, you know, she didn't want to face down her pain and not going into the what's it called? Not the school, the orphanage.
Yeah. Like
But-
it was darkest before the dawn for her, like it often is.
Yeah, and, you know, facing down that pain and facing down the past allowed her to see a path that she couldn't see before, you know, and then she moves forward in a lighter note. And I think that is just so relatable to anyone in any situation, dire or not. I just think that, you know, everyone's so self-protective and thinks that they're on this journey like alone, and you're really not. You just have to face that down, and you'll see that there are always people around that are willing to support you in any way that they can. It may not be the way that you need 100%, but any way that they can. And I think that story in itself is beautiful as well. I also love that there was this realization, or I'm pretty sure it was Jolene that told her, you know, talking about Alice, her mother, just, was she always crazy? Did she become crazy? Like, what was it? And you're not owned by that, because I felt like all those flashbacks and whatnot, Beth was very
It was always haunting her.
It was always haunting her. She felt owned by that. She even said it's in my blood.
It's probably holding her back. This
100%.
fear of what if I become like my mum?
Yes.
Was I the mistake? Was I the to blame? You know,
Yes.
just all these underlying insecurities.
Yes. And really, it's all about choices. You just need to make different choices. And I thought that was really beautiful as well.
And
Like-
Jolene just being like, she's gone. You need to accept that to be able to finally move forward.
Yes.
Jolene was very important for her this episode, as was everyone throughout her journey.
Yeah.
That's why I love that everyone just came together and she took her final steps to becoming, you know, the best chess player in the world, which is absolutely insane.
Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed our reaction and our Queen's Gambit journey. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel and let us know in the comments down below what you thought of the finale.
And if you do want early access to our reactions or you want to watch our uncut reactions, we'll leave a link to our Patreon down below. Take care of yourselves and we'll see you on our next reaction.
See you guys.